there's a stable coin that was created, and I didn't know about this. It's called Real USD, USDR. This was built on the Polygon chain. And allegedly, this stable coin was backed by real estate assets. So that already gave me red flags. Read. I didn't know about it, but now that I do, that gives me all sorts of red flags about this business. Well, this USDR apparently got a repeg, went down, and I think it went down to like 50 cents or something, 52 cents-ish. So, and they caused them to back off this. And so then their analysis is done, and they're like, okay, apparently there was DAI in the reserves, and this whole chain of different reserves and stuff backing this, and this backs this, and this over here is already risky business. But apparently the reserves get drained somehow. They give a message, quote, as we've all seen, USDR has suffered a serious depeg. Over a short period of time, all of the liquid DAI for the treasury was redeemed. This led to an accelerated drawdown in the market cap, combined with the lack of DAI for redemptions, liquidation timeline on real estate. Panic selling ensued, causing a depeg. So here's the short summary of that. I don't know what they specifically mean by redemptions because I didn't look in their ecosystem, but apparently when this whatever redemption mechanic takes effect, there's a rush. A bunch of people redeem a bunch of stuff at the same time. When that happens, it starts to affect the market cap and starts to trigger red, which causes people to FOMO sell. And because they FOMO sold, it's a domino effect. It causes it to go worse. It's the same thing that, not the same mechanics, but the same concept outcome that happened with Volt, where because of allegedly the coin rabbit sell-off triggers FOMO sells, and then the thing tanks, and it's so far not yet recovered. So that's what apparently happens here. Then they came back and said, we're probably not going to be doing this very much longer. Quote, the plan we've established works at building deep liquidity. We'll continue growing this ecosystem for tokenized real-world assets. There's clear demand for the efficient delivery of off-chain yield to on-chain users, and we become experts in the process. Stop. First of all, I'm questioning that you're, quote, experts in the process when the very first thing you launched crapped. Anyway, quote, that said, Tangible's future will not include real USD. We'll share a full postmortem once we've had a chance to unpack the last 24 hours. USDR will be deprecated as in discontinued once the redemption process shared above is complete. We tried something novel with real USD. There are too many attack vectors in the design. Stop. I would argue if you have too many attack vectors in your design, you're probably not, quote, experts in the process. Quote, elements put in place to protect the customer were too easily manipulated to attack the protocol. We can protect our users at the current size, but as we continue scaling, it may have become impossible. Stop. I would argue that if your elements, quote, that you put in place to protect the customer were too easy to manipulate, you probably are not, quote, experts in the process. That's just my saying. And I'm not dinging on the people that lost money. It's not good that people lost money. My point, I don't like when some of these developers position themselves as experts in a craft when they fail and they suck at a thing. This is not something that could have randomly happened here. We have stable coins all over the damn place that don't fail. New ones that come up, they don't fail. But yet this one, all of a sudden gets this attack, and then it's like, well, we're experts in the craft, but we still got crap. You're not experts if your project craps to this degree. It means you didn't do enough due diligence to understand that you're probably in over your head, and you put investors' money at risk. And that's, if they had come back and said, clearly this is out of our element. Clearly we were not qualified to do this. Clearly we were not good enough to make this work. Clearly we lacked the expertise to make this successful. And as a result of our ineptitude, we cost a lot of people a lot of money. If they had come out and just honestly say that, I would have more respect. I would have reached out, said, how can I help you? But coming out after you screw the pooch and cost people money and calling yourself, quote, experts in the process when you screwed it up because you didn't know what the F you were doing. And I didn't cuss. That's what bothers me. It's the after messaging. Same thing as some of these other ones. And that's like, dude, no, you screwed it up, bro. You dropped the ball. You cost people money. That's what happened here. And you're not experts because you screwed the pooch. And that's what it is.